Hey YouTube, this is Alicia, and this is going to be my second time trying to, not my second, but my third time trying to do this video. So let's get started. So this is story time, and it's about the time I was being bullied, as I have reiterated on my channel. I was bullied when I was younger. I was bullied from first grade all the way up to 12th grade. So we're going to start with my middle school year because it wasn't bad in the younger years, but it got worse in our middle school year. So it starts when I was in the 7th grade. I was just bullied because I was a teacher's daughter. But make it so worse, I told y'all I was a SPED student, and I will do that some another time. But as a SPED student, it was like it got worse for me because I was a teacher's daughter, and I felt like I shouldn't be picked on because if I don't cry, I hope I wasn't. I just felt like I didn't deserve to be bullied and stuff, but it got worse for me, like I said. And in the 7th grade, me and some of my bullies was in the same classes on the same team. I just hated it to the T. And one day, I just hated it. And what made it worse was when my mom cut my hair like a boy, and it made it worse. They started messing with me, calling me names, and they started calling me H-Town, and I just did not get why they would do that. And some of my teachers who I went to church, one of the teachers who I went to church with just literally, because how can a SPED students who are boys bully a girl who is also in SPED? That's to me, that's to this day, I just don't get it. And it got so worse that when I was about, so I tried out for cheerleading. They kind of picked on me because I tried out for cheerleading. I did make the cheerleading team, and they picked on me even worse. And probably about my 8th grade year, on my way to music class, because we did chorus. I took chorus and stuff like that in middle school. And I was part of we got to perform and stuff like that. And what was so one weird, and to this day, I actually still think this guy he's a young man now. He should be, I'm a little older than him, but he should be in his early 30s. And I just, to this day, I don't care whatever happened to him. I don't want to ever meet him, and I want to see him. But he threw a grapefruit in the middle of my back. My back started swelling up, and I was crying like heck. And you had, and they said, "Do you know who did it?" And I was just crying so hard. Even the girls who was in SPED with me, like, Liz, what's wrong? What's wrong? They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. Everybody just wanted to know what was wrong with me while I'm crying. The teacher said, "If y'all be quiet, y'all won't have to sing today. I need to see what's wrong with Alicia." And I said, somebody hit me in my back with a fruit. I felt it when it hit my back. And excuse me, hope I don't cry, like I said. And what made it so bad is, I just feel like what made it so bad, this grapefruit gave me a swell in my eye, in my back. I was just crying. She got one of the girls to take me to not ISS, but to the principal. The principal at the time was Mr. Perkins. Mr. Perkins is my mom's brother-in-law, and he said he never called me by my first name. He said, Renee, what's wrong? And I said, oh Lord, I'm finna cry. He said, what's wrong, Renee? And I said, I was sitting in the back with a grapefruit. And he said, let me get a teacher up here and a nurse. And then they got the nurse, and they saw how my where it hit it made a little mark, and how swollen it was. And he said, Alicia, who you think did it? And I told him who I thought did it, because I said they was all here, and I said these was the guys who was right behind me, and these are the only ones who I think who had something to do with it. And they tried to deny it, and they said, oh, and he literally had told them, hey, the principal literally with me standing there told him telling them, oh, if we find out that y'all lying and y'all witnessed it and one of y'all hit her in the middle of the back, all of y'all going to ISS. And they go back and they look at the tape. All of them, they see who was all behind me, and they actually found out who threw it. And turns out the other guys got 3 days in school suspension. The other one got, the one who actually hit me had got 5 days in school suspension. And I was very happy that they found out who did it. And when the lady who drive the bus who drew the bus, I ain't gonna say her name, and she was his aunt. And when she found out, she couldn't believe that he would do something like this. And about the time I got to high school, it was worse. And I just couldn't take it no more. That's when I started begging my mom to put me in my right grade. And she finally did put me in my right grade. And so that made me a little older. That didn't even it helped a little bit, but not much. But let me just tell y'all like that, me being moved up, I got to graduate a year early. So you could kind of say I didn't do 4 years in high school because I was bullied, and and that was one reason why I did not like going to school. Now, I'm going to talk about my high school now. Starkville High School. I don't care what people say, if they watch this video or not. Starkville High School, they do not care about who get bullied. So the head principal at the time when I was coming in, one of the principals I couldn't stand, I don't mind saying his name, Mr. Clark. And he was white. Mr. Clark didn't care who got bullied. He didn't care about the sped department. And when I was saying, oh, I was being bullied, he said, well, that's between you and the guidance counselor. And I said, and I'm going to myself, he's the principal. He should be taking care of this. So instead of me going on back to class, I find that a cool principal who's been knowing me for years. I'm not going to say her name. And I'll go to her and I tell her my issue. And she said, oh, Alicia, don't worry. I'll deal with this. Just let me know if they keep messing with you. And I go to class, show her who was all messing with me and stuff like that. And one of my teachers just did not get why she was before I came in, who I was pointing out to her and stuff like that. And so the boys saw that Dr. Rowan, that was her name, Dr. Rowan, and she was a cool principal and stuff. And Dr. Rowan went to central office, let them know that Mr. Clark wasn't taking care of students, and especially SPED students. So he didn't. You got your principals that don't give a kid. These people are not there no more, and I'm glad he's not there no more. But like I said, I was being bullied. It got worse in high school. But when he found out that I was moved up to my right grade, he didn't care. He still tried to mess with me. But when I got to the 11th grade and he found out that he was in the 10th and I was in the 11th when I got moved up to my right grade, baby, he was like, no, she's not. No, she's not. And one of the boys who never picked on me, his name was JP Duck. He goes, oh, Lisa, you got moved up. You in your right grade too. And we tapped hands because we was very excited to be in our right grade. And Latoya going, that's not fair. And I said, I'm older than you. And so then I wasn't gonna turn on it. But when certain regular students find out that we got SPED students picking on a SPED student girl who was a teacher student, and some of the people who used to know me and stuff like that, and they go, mess with Miss Burton's daughter, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Yeah, mess with her. And he kind of laid off the last 2 years. But my advice for anybody who's being bullied in high school, go to, if you got 4 or 5 principals, go to a principal till a principal finally do something. And I said, and I'm going to tell you, don't go to a counselor. And it was a counselor when I was in high school. Her name was Miss Redding. She didn't give a rat's by the SPED department, especially if you being bullied, and she don't even try to put you in good classes. And I'm going to tell that story about her on another day. I'm Alicia Burton. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.